All right. All right, now four times the charm. Are we good? Are we live? Is it working? Come on, Bethesda, don't make me. Maybe that's not Bethesda. Bum, bum. All right, I know that's. I think back to the usual. There we go. About time. All right, is it okay now? I thought I had I tried to resume the stream, but it was like no. OBS set the bitrate way low for some reason. All right, thanks. Nice, nice. Yeah, I don't know why it like.
I can help you with?
Is I think you can only YouTube, you can only stream 1080, I think. Like you need a bitrate around like 9 to 10k. And for some reason it lowered my bitrate to 2k, which is, you might notice it if you're on a phone, but if you're, anyway, sorry about that, guys. Like I started to panic because I was like checking my phone to see like if it was, like usually it'll say when I'm live, and it wasn't saying I was live, and I'm like, do YouTube like prevent you from like accessing like multiple live streams, or like live stream multiple times at one go? So let's so anyway, with the shipbuilding, I will say I've been yeah, it's honestly, even though like I tend to, like when I do my reviews, I do them like 4K, and I feel like most like YouTube stats, they're like a lot of people don't watch 4K, but I like 4K just because I watch on a TV. But I realize most people don't, because if you're using it on your phone, I don't even know, can phones even do 4K these days? Well, elevation, how goes it? Anyway, but the I've been because Flippy's been talking about Star Citizen. I've been seeing clips of it, and I don't think I'll ever play it. Oh, they can do 4K. See, I'd be one of those people that I really like a 4K display phone, even though the battery usage. Actually, I wonder, would the battery usage be more if you had a 4K versus if you, because I know most phones nowadays, they're like, what are they, like 120 hertz?
Got anything you need to
Anyway,
offload?
the
Hey,
been like
what can I do for you?
looking at a load of the ships in Star Citizen,
How about it?
and it's, yeah, it is. I will say it's crazy that like they cost money, the money they do, but again, the more I look into it, it's not as well. I don't know how egregious it is, because I think you can earn almost all ships in game, but there's a manufacturer, I can't remember what the name of them are, but they do like mining not mining, transport ships, and there's like one, and it's basically really long, and it's got like a cockpit at the back offset to the left, and then to the right it's got a like a kind of another item, not a cockpit, like a, what would you call it, a observation deck, and it looks awesome. But I never checked if you can color these, did I? Oh, you can. Nice. Hello, X, how goes it? All right, let's see some of these pieces, because there's a lot to play around with. Apparently, the mod author who's been messing with these, or like has been doing this, they've been like kind of hard at work. Basically, hello there. Hello, everybody. Hello, Shadow. A brief issues the first time. We're all good now. But they've been like working overtime to like add new parts in and get everything tweaked. Apparently, the requirements with them requiring both of the mods. Yeah, see, that's hopefully the mod author can fix that. It seems like a situation where and again, I don't know too much about it, because I just go off of what like people have been saying to me, where like the mod author kind of isn't extremely experienced when it comes to kind of the kind of the creation, like the mod creation side of things, because I know I think someone was saying that they didn't mean to make them a required thing, but yeah, but the pieces, they look awesome. I want to try real quick, just build like a kind of a Deimos sort of vessel. Like, honestly, like, it does sadden me that... Hello, Nomad, how goes it? Like, this is the sort of stuff that I would love Bethesda to have done in the base game, like actual armor. Because these seem like armor. Or like using some assets, it needs it to function. Yeah, so the mod author said it so that it needs place your own doors and also needs Coradix Break mod, which they're both awesome mods, but they don't mention it in the description that it requires those things. So you tend to have issues where people are like, what are the mods required? And then the other thing is apparently on Xbox there's like slight issues with it, with the hab itself. Hopefully the mod author Oh yeah, no, because that's the thing. Like, normally I do agree. Like, I know that, God, I remember when I used to mess with like Skyrim mods on Nexus. Like, pretty much most mods required mods. Like, that's just, it was like any like decent mod, it'd be like, oh, you need extra mods, and it's like, oh, okay, fair enough, I suppose. Yeah, that's fair. Like, they're both awesome mods in their own right, both of them. You get some tips. That's what I am hoping. I'm really hoping that the mod author, because apparently they're active on the Nexus, but apparently they've been getting a ton of abuse on the Nexus, which again, it always, like, I'm not surprised because people are assholes, but hopefully they do see. Hopefully, like, they will see it and maybe decide to mosey over, just so, because I want to say Owl mentioned that the issue they're having is pretty much on par with the issue that Owl had originally. Bring this home. See, and again, I feel like there's nothing wrong with like requirements, but I do feel like I kind of prefer a kind of a plug and play situation where, you know, like as Todd Howard would say, it just works. Oh yeah, no, that's like, and that's the other thing too. And I said that in the review. But yeah, Tenebrae, we had a bit of an issue starting it off. It was being weird, but we got it working. Like they're not asshats, they're entitled gamers. Pretty valid, pretty valid. But that's kind of why, like, because the hab is awesome in its own right. But I feel like I want the parts. Because the parts are what, like, looks amazing. We've got a lot of really cool pieces. Because apparently they're working on they're working on upscaling the, where's the middle piece? They're working on upscaling the habs themselves. The base habs, I suppose. Because there is M class habs, but apparently they don't really function the way you would expect them to. This is giving me like Elite Dangerous vibes. Question is, do we have a middle ground? We can just kind of extend Damon's top. But this, like, these parts alone, like, they're my new favorite parts. They look so cool. Yeah, no, it does give it. That's kind of what I'm trying to replicate. The Python and the stuff from Elite Dangerous. Oh, I didn't know there was big ones. Nice. Because I will say I think that what are they? They Falcon to Lacey, I think they are. How do they flip merge? Let's actually try. I forgot to. Let me really quickly. We'll back down. I always forget to enable that. Not that button. I really like Elite Dangerouses, like the Falcon, the Python, and the Anaconda. They're such cool ships.
Anything I can help you with? Okay.
Only found out Korra gives XP. Oh, Mad Monkey. Only just found out Korra gives. Yeah, that was fun fact. That was a mods that Bethesda implemented into the game. Save your. There was a Nexus mod that does it. I will say I do apologize. What is your creation currently? Because I may have done a review. I'm very bad with the names, even people that I'm aware of. Plus, the thing is too is I might have missed it. So if you wanna let me know, because I'm sometimes blind. Because there's a couple of mods that have been coming out that have been doing some cool stuff. Like the one. There's the one mod that came out. What's it called? It allows you to basically go and see the interior of the ship without needing to kind of run through it. Like you can preview, which I mean is a very helpful mod in its own right, and one that I wish existed. Oh yes. No, that is on the works. And that is one that I will say, just looking at it, I'm like, yes, that looks amazing. Because I feel like we've had a few different types of like people kind of try to do like PoE expansions. And I suppose regardless of how you do them, it's always tricky. And I like the idea of like with your one, you've basically went like with which I'm assuming, because just going off the pictures, like you've actually made specific like locations, whereas some modders go for like kind of procedural generation, like they'll design a scene and stuff. Like I know I think that's what Chaos Nerb did. Hello Spinner, that's what Chaos Nerb did, which is equally, it's an impressive way to do it, but you do tend to get a lot of people then be like, oh, it's procedural generation, which isn't a bad thing. But no, that should be out. Ooh. It'll probably be out. What day is today? I've got I think it's Friday. Alright, I like the way I like upload like I kind of, it's all over the place. I've been trying to balance too. Because, like, last week there was a lot of paid mods that came out to the point where there was no... Yeah, no, you can. And that's the thing is, like, a standard gamer will kind of, like, I remember when I did a review of it, like, there was a lot of people that kind of were a bit critical. But I don't think they realize that, like, that's a tricky thing to do. Like, especially with procedural generation, like the fact that he had built this entire like location that you can kind of go, you know, from, you can, because I'm pretty sure it always looks the same, but you have to look close to kind of see it. I have gone an entire year thinking the highest class engines were unlocked by the Kepler are, as opposed to, see, I was under the impression too, hello, by the way, that that's how you unlock them, but apparently that's not. Like, you don't need to do the quest. Corrupted, lost. Ooh, that's not good. The whole script that can assemble. Yeah, see, and that's like the thing is with that is is going the way Bethesda kind of, I think, intended with the procedural generation. Is it makes a lot of sense why he would do that, because he's basically opting to kind of go the way Bethesda went, which is cool, but it's very because I remember the thing too is like procedural generation nowadays, it's kind of like it's a buzzword, because a lot of people tend to just kind of shit on it, like, oh, you're using procedural generation, like, and it always irks me, because procedural generation, it's like, I don't think it's AI technically, but I'm pretty sure it's up there in terms of like what it does. But anyway, regardless, but your one is like super impressive just because it adds like actual standalone structures that have been like handcrafted. Happily fortified. Yeah, I think that is true, Zerberus. Like after I mean, once you get like the hundreds, it just becomes a nightmare. What is this part for? What does this do? This just sit here. Oh, Spooky, how goes it? All right, so we're definitely going with the kind of the new Atlantis, or not the new Atlantis. The it's very Elite Dangerous slash Star Wars. Like people acting like Starfield's new. Oh yeah, like even like I'm pretty sure like was it Oblivion's? Something about Oblivion's procedure generation. Was it the caves? I hear I'm trying. But yeah, no, it should. I'll probably get it out. Let's see. Probably not tomorrow, but the next day. But yeah, but I think what I was saying before I went a tangent was that is I need to kind of get better at kind of balancing it, because obviously like I like covering the paid mods because it's nice to kind of showcase like mods, because I feel like a lot of people are nervous with paid mods and it's nice to show what you're getting, but also I don't want to kind of, because there's also some awesome, equally awesome free mod. Where is this? Aim to shrink. Starboard Among Us is that's another awesome paid mod that adds so much to it. Use them anymore, switch to the you can get 100 maneuverability. I'm one of the few people that I don't care about maneuverability. I like my ships being like really slow. Let's see, now the only thing with this, and it's kind of like you're kind of spoiled in that the interior is going to be pretty simple. Right, so we'll have, what do we have at the front? We'll have the armory at the front. We'll have a workshop underneath. The whole game, Oblivion, tomorrow, and the worlds were built using the procedural tech. Ah, that actually makes a lot of sense. Workshop, armory, and we could put some 3s down here. We'll put in quarters here. Infirmary there. That's what I might actually try. Yeah, I definitely need to not forget the doors. I do kind of want to do that because now that we have like the interior, I kind of want to make a kind of a view of it. Right, so once we get the why not 3x3, you know, that actually is a fair point. I'm not used to having such big space for habs. I know a few habs that I know a few habs that excite the inside of the ship. What do we mean by that? Oh no, I wanna keep my engine down here. So we've got the, what is that? The workshop, next to the engineering bay. Living quarters here. We'll have the science lab there. No, we'll do an infirmary because this is a warship. We don't need science. Get out of here with your science. What are we? Starfleet? Living quarters. have some companionways. And oh, thank you very much, Nicholas. Oh, you're my neck of the woods, Newfoundland. What the fuck? You from? I came across. I've seen TikToks of people from there, and I'm like, holy shit! It literally sounds like they took Irish people and just dropped them on the island. Like, it's insane. I'm pretty sure I've actually seen. I think it was like an Irish content creator brought a guy over from Newfoundland, and he brought them to Ireland, and even Irish people couldn't really, like, they thought he was Irish the way he spoke, which is always interesting. Battleship is based on Star Trek ship. Well, there's nothing wrong with Star Trek ships. Nothing wrong at all. But it's just very much I've never been a fan of the flying saucer. Like, is that, because the thing is Star Trek based on anything in particular? Or is it just like, that's, you know, it just is what it is? Battle station. Oh, the doors are gonna be fiddly. I should actually do the doors now. So we will do... Alright, do a ladder, we'll put a ladder there. What's kind of interesting to me with the doors is, and I've never used these before, is the fact that they don't have collisions. So, like, mod authors are able to make parts without collisions, which is very interesting. But also kind of trippy. Star Trek had some mechanical design consideration, like the engines needed to be not obstructed to the front. Like Starship designs, the Federation, or the Kelvin. See, I know very little about Star Trek. Who are the Kelvin? That's how the first ship's designed, and it says the design language. Because, like, the thing is, like, I get it. Like, it looks very cool. Don't get me wrong, they look awesome. But I think I kind of grew up, like, maybe Star Wars. Although I think the first, like, Halo was probably the first ships that, like, kind of, like, properly influenced my, my opinion. I was like, holy crap, that's a ship. There. I mean, actually, I could probably hide them. Living quarter. You're supposed to go down, aren't you? Yeah. Your core there. I will say it is very cool the way, like, the kind of the setup is, just because you basically can avoid just because you can like essentially, like, avoid, you know, like, ships looking or, like, losing out stuff. Good lord, maybe expected to test everyone to... Is that because I always, from what I gathered in the time, like, as I've watched, I think the only real, like, thing I watched from the only real Star Warsy thing, not Star Wars, the only Star Trek I, like, watched properly, maybe not, was Discovery. And that's obviously very, like, there's combat in it, but it's definitely not meant to be kind of combat oriented. But is there parts of Star Trek that are combat oriented? Or like they're, they're trying to fight people with abs. Oh yeah, that's the Deep Space Nine. Ah. Oh, Battlestar Galactica. That was a yeah. That was I was a very big fan of Battlestar. Not the original, the newer one. I know the original is probably like just as good, but two. I am. Monkey was just saying that. Yep, I will. It should be out. It'll probably be out. Let me think. I think Sunday potentially. It'll be either Sunday or Monday, depending. Tomorrow I have a review of actually your mod X, the civilian spacesuit, just because it's a very nice mod. I mean, all the mods you make are very nice, but I just like specifically because not just because it has a skin of mine in it, but just because I really love the spacesuit, but the base skin in it was just very lackluster. E2. Interesting. Okay, so Star Wars, Halo, Babylon 5. Yeah, see, Halo was always kind of my bread and butter when it came to stuff like that. I was always a really big fan of that sort of stuff. This. Ah, there we go. That keeps it streamlined. The Expanse is also, that's another good one. Sorry if I'm not communicating very well. I'm just trying to figure out how to place these because they're like new parts. It's like kind of like trying to fit them in. Why are you not going in there? Hello, have I discovered a bug? Uh-oh. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, it is no snap points. No! You bastard. The car, it's a combat vessel. We don't need cargo. We just... Oh, damn it. Okay, I'm probably gonna have to... Damn, that annoys me. Well, actually, we can tweak it. We'll just do that. Did it work on the other side? It did. What the hell? First Terror more fun. That'll be definitely pretty fun. But yeah, the Donager is awesome. Stargate was another one. I like fell in love with Stargate. Like I was saddened what they did with not the other one. What's it called? Um not what was it? Unity was the one. Like it wasn't bad. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, Universe. That was it. It wasn't bad, but it seemed way too like adult. Like they were trying to pull a Lost. Now I didn't watch enough of it. It could have actually been quite good. Why would you want to shoot poor Bayo? He's just working hard, hardly working. Oh yeah, no, it is nice having a UNSC frigate. So I don't know what I'm doing with this front part, but I quite like Atlantis. Yeah, Atlantis is my favorite. I sadly there's nothing major in terms of like, I mean there is weapon mods that like ship weapon mods, but for vanilla kind of stuff, not really. I wonder where to put the. Yeah, it always kind of annoyed me that they never kind of did like a sequel to, because like it was such a good universe. Like, because I could kind of get SG1, because like I think SG1 like towards the end it was like kind of it was at their depth, but Atlantis I feel like had so much more that they could have done with it. Oh, there's the piece in the middle. Okay, that's... Oh, no, that's not a... Well, it kind of is, I suppose. Oh, that can probably snap there. Oh, no. No. Not the Destiny, no, the... Yes, they are the Micro M-Class parts. It's a very awesome mod. Although currently it has a few little bugs. They cancelled 6? What the fuck? I didn't know that. Because I watched a little bit of Universe, and can't wait for Quest mods where you just copy the storyline of your favorite shows. Hey, you said it like it's a bad thing. Alright, so it's looking good, but like it's very simple in its shape, but you know, we gotta start somewhere. It's kind of given me... It's definitely like the Python more than the Anaconda, just because of the size of it. And we have a Stargate Ring mod. Yeah, no, it did, considering... See someone do some window micron versions of the Shroud Cowlings. Oh, speaking of Shroud Cowlings, thank you for reminding me. I actually have a cockpit mod that changes some of the cockpits. Aha! Oh, damn. Put that on. That's just the armory. Maybe. This is like a glassless cockpit, so it adds a few of them. They're very, very cool. I'm just wondering how we're going to set it up. What is that? That's the one by one. Perfect. We can just set it there. Makes a lot of turtle ships. Hey, no, not always turtle. It's apparently pitched Amazon. Oh, I would love to see that. So this is a cockpit mod. I plan doing a review of it. It's ooh, I can check in a moment the exact name, but it's like called the UC Institute of Naval Technology cockpit. It adds like 4, and apparently the interior is like custom, so we will check that out in a moment. Let me... doors. It is on Xbox. Yep, it is on Xbox. Don't worry, everything I showcase is always on Xbox. Well, unless I have a situation where I accidentally don't read that Al's mod originally wasn't on Xbox, and then I have to frantically move it. We will put little 2x1. Yeah, see, I would like to see some of that too, like some actual. What am I missing? What is this here? I'm missing Docker, landing bay, engines. Oh, yeah, okay, I can do that. let's do the engine. The thing is I kind of have a bit of a, not a hatred, I suppose. That's probably way too strong of a word. But like growing up, I used to always kind of look on in despair when I see all the cool like mods that like PC players got. And while I think like obviously they're very cool, I prefer creations just because Xbox players get access to it too, and in the case of other kind of titles, um like for instance like with the Fallout and Skyrim, everyone gets access to them. Oh, don't worry, I did that. We're all good. 1x1 and 2x2 stairwells. Look out, Matt. Yeah, no, the habs are awesome. Al did some amazing work on those habs, and I'm glad. Like, not in a, because thing is, I don't want to, you know, I'm not trying to fire shots at any mod maker, but I feel like mod makers they're missing out on their potential by not including it on Xbox. Considering for the most part, it's usually pretty fair enough. Like, the one thing I will say is, like, Nexus is overall set up far better in terms of the UI and experience and stuff. Like, Creations used to have a system where you could comment, and they moved away the commenting system, which, I mean, really bothers me. Because it's this sort of thing. I don't know about those engines though. Actually, let's change the color. Put it all the same color for now. Those engines need to be like a lighter shade, I think, just the. But I think with the changes Bethesda have kind of done, where they've basically been like, you know, oh, we're gonna allow mods to exist off of the platform, and then the engines, I think they definitely work with the shape. It's just the color scheme is a bit finicky. This to me looks like a kind of a fancy kind of a Corvette. It is quite small, which is, given that it's, what is it? It's, oh, it's at max height. Is it you, you little bastard? No, it's not you. We need to. I mean, we could merge it in. All right, let's try merge it in. Yeah, it looks. It's probably gonna look a little bit goofy. Maybe. Don't know how I feel about them being merged in, because it doesn't. The thing is, it doesn't look that bad. But how it'll fire off is kind of the big thing. Actually, the thing too is, hold on, now we're gonna go back because I actually have a better idea. Don't use a mod that lets you go past. I don't, just because I don't like engines that spin. I that was actually the plan. Not obviously they can spin, but I kind of want to do like side pontoons. I like how this looks here. We're gonna make two little like nacelles. Is there like small little? It's a bit. That's kind of, yeah. I do like the galactic mode for that. There's a couple of mods that do that. The guy like the kind of the, because I know Mattia is trying to do that with their stuff now. Whether or not like we actually get to that kind of point, I don't know, because I know that it exists, but it's still very kind of early game. Look too bad. Attach it's gonna be the tricky thing, because like I can attach it, but I want to make it attach nice. Structural. You've also got these pieces, but I don't really. I think they're they're fake. They don't do a whole lot. Let me. Oh, perfect too. Actually, we won't use that one. We will use the other one. They look slightly better. That looks quite good. I will say the one thing that like I find quite interesting with Starfield, and it's again it kind of like makes me like wonder like why Bethesda haven't like fully capitalized on it just yet, is like customizable ships. Like Star Citizen looks awesome, but like Elite Dangerous, games like that look really awesome. But currently, ooh, you need to go. Ooh, okay, you. Need something to connect there. I decided, I don't know if Flippy is a ship, that's all I know. I'd rather keep procrastinating. I'm about to build an outpost, no goals. I mean, I would always recommend doing that, just like full send it, you know? And then kind of worry about the implications afterwards of whether or not, like, it worked. So we need, like, something, we need, like, something that'll connect to it. That actually doesn't look too bad if we match the color. No, match that color. Kind of want it to come out further, but at the same time, I don't know. Okay, maybe not that piece. The UC turtleback. The visuals. What ship modules do you like the most? Honestly, apart from this, which is probably going to be my new favorite one, I really like Rux's mods just because like they're pretty simple and vanilla. Like I'm very much the sort of person where I want this to fit seamlessly, but I don't know if it's going to fit seamlessly. I'm very much like I like vanilla because but I like when mod authors kind of follow like Bethesda's style. Now that's not to say that there's anything wrong with. See, I could do these. I mean, probably could do these. Let me see. Let me actually bring you out here for a minute. Like, there's definitely very cool elements from the. This would actually look better realistically because of the engines. Oh, no. Like, Mattia has some amazing weapons, and I think they look awesome. Same with, like, Avantech. Like, there's certain pieces I like, but, like, the general, like, kind of gist of a lot of them, I'm kind of like, I'm not a huge fan of. But then that's just me. I'm very much, I'm a vanilla person. I don't much think with outposts. I find annoying. Hello, Michael. MP. I find annoying that I have to set up interiors myself. See, that's something that I kind of wish Bethesda kind of like addressed with, with their stuff, because like I understand why in a way, and we'll probably get a mod at some point to basically, to remedy it. But that was one of the coolest things I liked about when they added to with Skyrim's Heartfire, was you could basically pay your steward to do all the work. I was like, yes, do all the work. I cannot be arsed having to build myself. And there's nothing against the ones that, because like ultimately I feel like with a lot of like mod authors and stuff, like when especially when it comes to free mods, like they're just doing like a lot of the time they're just inserting mods they enjoy themselves. Ooh, how does that look actually? Ooh, maybe this. That's something I always like have to remember when I'm like reviewing like mods that aren't paid mods, like free mods basically, that they're free, and even if I hate them, they're still free. There's the Shroud only company that makes those engines well together. They are a different company. It's the same with like another example is the where's the engines. Another example is the engines that are pretty much owned by Tayo, but they're not Tayo. These bad boys, like by Relodyne. Like I'm guessing, because I don't know if like companies would do that in real life. I mean they probably would. Oh, combustion. Um, I learned the hard way, Tenebro, that unless two boxers are like YouTube boxers or kind of nobodies, it's never gonna end the way you want. It's all a money-making racket with a lot of the time, and there's nothing. Don't get me wrong, you know. I would 100% take like a large sum of money to basically fight in a fight that's already predetermined. So yeah, because I feel like that's probably what they do, Shadow, is they yeah, that's the thing too. Like, that's the part that makes me think. Like, I'm assuming like there's some because I haven't watched it enough of it. There probably is something in the clause because I do not want to get punched in the head by Mike. He would kill me straight right. Like, there's no joke. No mess around. All space travel will be hyper specialized small companies. Oh yeah, 100%. Yup. Because like that's why I think the Expanse like does quite a good job in that. Like, I mean, I feel like the used spaceship um industry would be booming in real life, you know. Like, you look at like how expensive like certain vehicles are, especially technological. Like, look at aircraft, for example. Like, my god, even like buying like a kind of a cheap, like a couple of cheap kind of like things that I don't even know if you can call them aircraft. They're more like a glider. I mean, it'd definitely be interesting to see it, but I don't know. I can't. Remember back, I watched the KSI fight back in the day. I used to like watch like kind of this the kind of that YouTube scene, not the Pauls. It was never really a. I think the Paul brothers are a little bit too kind of old for me, or young. Tyson's my age. He doesn't tend to check. Well, see, the thing is, he's old, but like, he should like. I'm assuming he was still hit like a fucking truck. There's this piece I'm looking for. God damn it, where are you? Oh, it's in structures. I'm running around in circles. Are now big hang up with faces. There's like they're all reinventing the same wheel. Yeah, no, 100%. Like, and then you have companies like you look at like the Boeing Starliner, where you know, like they wanted to get into it, but the issues they had, it's probably like kind of made a lot of aerospace companies realize that like maybe we shouldn't take this risk. Because like I feel like I mean, aside from Russia making their Soyuz capsules, and I know SpaceX makes some pretty nice stuff. Shaped like an ear bit. Oh, what the fuck? Where we go? Structural. Find them. I found them eventually. I knew what I was looking for. There we go. Yeah, we'll say now it's kind of turning into like something that I've seen before. And I'm definitely, don't take this the wrong way, anyone who's built one. But it's giving me Bird of Prey vibes. I feel like with spaceships, you either make something that looks like a genitalia, or you make a batwing, or you make a kind of a Bird of Prey, which I suppose a Bird of Prey is just a large batwing. Building the big commercial. Oh yeah, no, definitely. Like I wonder, like, because I mean it's probably lore in the game and stuff, but I wonder if like Nova Galactic, like what if you want to paint this purple would look. It actually would. That is fair. We got the Covenant vibes. There is, well, yeah. You can get really like unless you're someone like Nomad who can like just like he's like who's like a really eccentric artist that's like really brilliant, but also like you look at his work and you're like, you are not from Earth. Oh, guilty. Took you long enough. No. Ship ovaries. Looks more like a Romulan warbird. Salvador. Is Dali the guy that he's the one that like only died recently. You've been here in the shadows. But I always thought Dali was like on the same level. Oh yeah, no, I'm the same, Smiles. Like I did a lot of my kind of shipbuilding. I did a big stint playing Space Engineers, and my god, that's probably one of the most fun shipbuilding games out there. Right, it needs engines on the back, but the issue is getting the engines on the back because we're currently at the limit. People to do it for me. Oh god. Question: do we want to put these back more, or do we want to keep them level? See, we put them backwards a little bit. They look more like do them in the nacelles. I'll have to do something to round out the back, though. Wait, what do you mean the nacelles? You mean like these things? I don't even think I can afford extra engines. Let me write up the body. See, normally I kind of am the same. I do agree. Like Halo does a good job on the kind of the ships. I mean, we'll just try and keep this all one color for now, just so I can kind of actually we'll probably make it white, just so I can see the profile. Yeah. Anyone played Sprocket? What is Sprocket? Yeah, I do agree. I kind of wish I did have that enabled, but oh wait a minute. Oh, I just realized something. Where is the entrance going to be? Oh no, we can put the entrance on the front. Yeah, obviously Deimos seems like the straightest solution. Although I could definitely design your own tank. Oh! Is that... I did play a game similar to that. What was it called? Crossout, I think it was. It was basically World of Tanks, but... Yeah, this could definitely benefit from being a little bit taller, a little bit longer. Oh, is it? Oh, you're right. Damn it. Wait, do I have... Please tell me I have... I have this one. This one, like, technically will do. Yeah, docker and landing gear, so let's get a docker down. Hopefully we can, oh, it's only Steam. Speaking of games, that are like that, Deimos, yeah, I think I might just do a Deimos docker on top, just be pretty straightforward. There's a game I've like seen, and I kind of want to play it, but I don't know. So it's called The Age of Water, and if any of you guys ever played Rust, it's basically imagine Rust, so it's a survival game, but you fight on boats that you can customize. But it's made in part by Gaijin, the guys who make War Thunder. So the guns have like way like they have like accurate like ballistics and like trajectory. And I am a sucker for sea stuff. Like anything where you can do like ships, I'm like, yes, give me. The thing is, I feel like these days when games come out of nowhere and like, you know, like they're like unheard of. Not unheard of, people have probably heard of it. But you're always kind of like, oh, do I want to risk it? Will it end up being good? Will it end up being bad? Well, oh, I do love World of Warships. Very big fan. The thing is, do we want to expand this a little bit? What do you guys think? Should we, like, expand it more so that they kind of act more as... Because currently they're engine pods, but we could extend them. Legs? Oh, that's, the landing gear is going to be a bit finicky to place. Yeah, see, I feel like they are more... Connection looks too skinny. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I mean, the thing what we could do... Hold the phone. So if the thing is, if we went smaller, like so... Thanks to this this mod, I can have multiple landing gear. So we could put landing gear there and then rock a one of the connection habs. Like the only thing with that though is we're gonna have to... Looks better, just to kind of give it a little bit. What's the other one? The Nova one. What is the Nova one? Oh, the Nova one. Ooh. The Nova one would probably look better. Let's there. I have an idea. Shroud gears at the bottom. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. If I put them at the bottom, I think I might make it, because what I was thinking of doing, because they do look a little bit goofy. So what I could do is we obviously have to extend it a bit, but I could do like the actual landing gear on the bottom. Oh. And then it gives me like a little bit more wiggle room to kind of I will need to merge some gear in anyway though, because these, like, I want to know like how these have like a thrust of 2 and these have a thrust of 4 when like even have any thrusters? Oh, it does. This is 4 thrusters. Is it just the holes? Is that litter? Wait, no, that couldn't be it. That's not how they judge it. No? No, that's not how they judge it at all. For the top part of the engines could use... Oh, that's not a bad idea, actually. The 3 length. That's a really good idea. Because I actually quite like the 3 length. That would also save me on parts. And then we need to decorate a bit, because now that it's like a lot bigger, we want it to be sexier. Ooh, actually, let me think. I do like it, but my only kind of concern with it is... looks like it's meant to be... up. Duplicate ship shield checks on each side. That's actually quite a good idea, too. Definitely do that. Where's the big NGs? See, I want to be careful, because I have to be close to the limit, but I want to align this better. The question is, which looks kind of better? Today, I'm definitely going to hit the limit. I can feel it. Use the Nova one. That's the one. I was using on the other side. The parts limit. So we haven't done weapons or shields yet, so I'm just curious that I might hit that unintentionally. But I might swap out these for something else. Yeah, no, I need to do something with the rear. I just can't go like too far back. Oh, actually, wait, now would actually be the time to make use of those side pieces. I could probably... I will definitely try. See, that doesn't connect though. Does. Well, actually, does that? Yeah, that looks kind of more structurally secure, and it's also only using half the parts. And it also kind of like sits perfectly there, so I can put turrets there if I want to on the side. Actually, it looks nice because it kind of goes up. It gives it some, right? So I want to see. We can't go back much further currently. What does that do? Okay, so we do have like some pieces. Yeah, that piece looks kind of cool. Do they not go backwards? No, they don't. Just wondering like what I can put there to kind of. Oh, wait a minute. Can I put these above down? No. Any ideas on what we can like slap back here so it doesn't big? That's not a bad idea with the fuel tank. This rotates sideways. And fuel tanks aren't not a bad idea. It's gonna like irk me though that it's so plain. I need to something. Flip. See, it's 41. Is that because of this piece? What is it? These front... It's the front pieces. The front pieces, they expand a little bit too much. Maybe there's no like flat pieces I can just like put straight flat on it. There's gonna be no. Ooh, did they rotate yet? All right, we're getting a little bit unorthodox. What other? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Just massive, just like radiators, just to take all the heat. Ooh, maybe. See, these wouldn't be too bad. Something that I can like color. It needs to be all right, Michael, have a good one. Air conditioning units. Do you have any like anything that would like fit, look a bit better? Oh, I need actual. I'm using reactors. I need to go. Oh, the decorative reactors. So we've got the stellarator. We make these white. Okay, that doesn't look too. But the thing is, we could like push it in a little bit because these seem to have like multiple snap points. We could like really force it in. The Tayo engine. Let me check. Also, we also have grav drives, but you rotate. Oh, you do. We've developed some new form of like grav drive technology. I don't want to start throwing like too much at it. Bio engine on the other side. I will try that, but I don't know if they'll fit. Oh, I see what you actually mean, though. Now I see what you mean. That's not a bad... That's actually quite a good idea, but the only downside is we don't have enough engine power. Are we over the limit? I mean, that's not a huge issue, and it actually looks kind of nice. Now, thing is, we could swap these for the tile ones. We could actually completely tile this up. Yeah, let's do that. Let's tile this up. I don't know if we're gonna have that landing gear there, but we shall see. A gear. Actually, we could just... These really should have fuel in them. I don't know why they don't. Why tile? Just because the... Well, we don't... The thing is, we don't have to go tile, but it's like... It fits more in line with the engine. Yeah, it does also save on parts. Like, we'll do a tile on this side just to kind of show how it could end up. We need the tile front end. Wait, no, it's not done yet. Don't say who yet. Wait. We can go tile braking engines here. Like so. Then we have the tile end cap there. Tile is basic, but in my opinion, move the nacelles inboard 1 unit each and ditch the tunnel. I can do that. Let me see how that would look if we were to move it in a bit more. How does one... Let me move it in one more. How I forget how I do that. I may be able to do that. I think how I'm going to... We need to put something else in there entirely to get the piece lined up. You mean like that? I kind of... Yeah, no, I think it looks better. Like, also, weirdly, I'm actually quite liking these front pieces. I think it gives it a little bit more shape to it. How does, what if we were to merge? No, I do appreciate it. I think the thing is the more the more that it's been kind of pointed out that it looks very Battlestar Galactica, I'm trying not to make it look Battlestar Galactica. See, they actually look quite impressive given the. Yeah, they actually do. I'm kind of there's no there don't get me, there is nothing wrong with the Battlestar Galactica. It is a very cool vessel. What are you trying to snap to? Are you trying to snap to that? Just... No. It's like an anchored beetle. See, the entrance points on either side. So let's see. So this leads to the workshop. This one leads to. We got living quarters and living quarters. What other 3x1s? We got engineering bay. Halo ships are superior. Very true, very true. See, I kind of like the idea of like these being kind of cargo areas, but I'm just wondering how do we have any like I mean, I could definitely get rid of the front entrance and just have the side one. What is the error? What is unattached? The engines. What is the... Oh, it's off-centered slightly. Oh, that's not on my watch. Maybe we're missing a landing bay. Yeah, one of these need to be changed to a landing bay. To A. Right now, the only thing. So now that I kind of actually want to see what dockers do we have. Got like some interesting ones. I mean, the docker on top isn't like inherently something inherently wrong with that. I mean, some big ass guns. We should really get them guns set up. And the right, so what I might do is do we have any Green Bay living quarters empty. What other 3x1s do we have that so that goes so the battle station looks cool, but I actually might get rid of yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, the 3 1x1 cargos. We need to. Where's the bridge? The bridge is docking port here. See, I'm not very good at the internal decorating. I spent like 3 hours trying to use console commands to push a bed in really close to a door, or in really close to a wall. Now, the thing is, we could swap them to that one here, so we'd have no merge. Oh, it's not going to let me though if I do the other side. No. I do, yes, I very much. What's the name of the glasses? Cockpit mod? Oh, I will tell you in a moment. Let me save this real quick, and then I'll back out and tell you. Oh, it looks so sleek! It is called... Bum, 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 bum. Institute of Naval Technology Glasses Cockpit. Now, do you guys want to see something really cool? So, Datedness, the creator of the Better Boost Pack mod, he hit me up and was like, "Yo, you wanna try out an early access of an coming update?" And I was like, "Hell yeah!" So there's some new features. So if you guys remember the original, I'll be doing like a proper review when it comes out. Should be out next week. Shay was saying he's still working on it, so anything buggy, don't. But so the original boost pack was really cool, in that it let you basically jump more, but got some new features. So watch what happens if I sprint for a few seconds. I am now Emperor Palpatine, which is fucking amazing. Ignore the fact that I have infinite boost. My boost pack's broken. This is, like, this alone is insane. There's also another feature, which we can check now in a second. So if there's two new boost pack options. So you've got your boost pack, and then you've got your boost pack flight enhancer, right? Which, if we equip our weapon... Why is my hotkeys not working? Alright, I don't know why my hotkeys aren't working. That's slightly problematic. But there is a weapon called Boost Pack Controls. Activate it, and I basically have 0G. Now, there is a bug currently. Originally, he wasn't going to enable it in cities, because watch what happens if we go close to a non-generic NPC. They put on their boost suit for some reason. He can't change that at all because of how Bethesda did the engine. But this basically operates exactly like 0G. You can go up, you can go down. It's fucking amazing. And the fact that it's like an update to like a mod that like has existed since the start. Like, he didn't have to do it because the mod itself was amazing. Gary does need a boost. But it's so... Oh, they all think it's 0G too! Oh, that's kind of funny. I don't know if that's a bug. That's actually hilarious. But it is, yeah, it is so cool. Because originally, I'll show you, there's a load of settings. Now, how do I... Normally, I would use my equip button, but for some reason, why is it not working? I have it there. Anyone know why my things aren't working? What is what is the command, or not the command? What is, I don't know why that's not working. Let me disable it quick. I don't know why my hotkey. Need a little pod, yeah, honestly. Let's deactivate it. But I just love this feature. It's just so cool. Like, now there's obviously the bug. Like, if you swap to first person, and then you swap to third person, you're literally Sonic the Hedgehog. But there's also like some settings. So if we go into settings, they added a couple of settings to the game, which are awesome. They added so they have it now that you can enable melee, so basically gun bash to drop downward. When you land, you knock down enemies. Extended hover, flight activation, shortcut. And originally there was sprint boost, where you basically just sprint and then activate your boost. Now, because my boost pack is a little bugged, when I boost, it just launches me sky high, but it still works. But I was like, yo, can you make it so that you can just sprint? And he was like, that's a good idea. I'll do that. So yeah, so if anybody, if you haven't bought that paid mod, it's only, I think it's, what is it, 200 credits? Which I always say is like a bit of a cheat code when it comes to paid mods. Like, you make your paid mods cheap. Even if they're kind of subpar, you can understand. But my god, this mod has just, like, it was amazing. I bought it purely because it prevents you from breaking your knees. But now, yeah, now I can basically go around as Emperor Palpatine. It's so cool. Anyway, back to the shipbuilding. I don't know why my hotkeys aren't working. I'll need to fix that in a moment. Oh my god. Why do you have to take out your... Literally doesn't work as you're always breaking. See, I disabled it because people were like, why don't you break your legs? And I was like, fine, I'll turn it on. I'll deal with the emotional abuse of breaking my legs. Alright, let's modify.
Okay, no problem.
It's so... I will say, it's looking awesome. So, like I would, like, as a, you know, an experienced shipbuilder like myself, I will say I've probably, like, it's built quite, I'd say it's quite simplistic in how this has been built. But it looks awesome. Is there 3? Is your favorite main bug? Try seeing a cockpit again. I will try that now. That's a good idea. Let me do that very quickly. See if I can fix it. Well, no, that's I mean, like, because I feel like a lot of the time, if you want to get this sort of shapes in Starfield, you kind of have to use a lot of different parts, kind of merging and working together. Whereas, whereas with this. Oh, yeah. Oh, the cockpit looks fucking amazing, by the way. Like, so cool. It's like holographic. Oh, no. Do I not have a door? Oh, I do! Like, is that cool or is that cool? Let me sit and think it back up. Let's get up. Hopefully, what does it say? Pale door? Oh no, panel up. Hopefully the mod author does more of these sort of things just because they're so cool. Okay, it still doesn't work. I don't know. I don't know why. Alright, let's exit stage right. Uh-oh. Oh, that's my fault. I forgot to, whoopsie. Right, I'm locked inside the ship. It's a good thing I can leave by pressing this button. I wonder, do the doors count towards your total kind of build off? Not build off, you like build limit. Let me actually really quickly put that setting back to sprint. Sprint. Okay, there we go. Oh, they did. Ah, damn it. See, I know. I want to say Sadir, I think, was saying about how originally Bethesda like allowed INI changing, but then they stopped that. You can't have mods with INI changing. But I would like, if I mean, maybe it is possible, but I'd love to see if it is possible still. Mod author. This inscription, he slightly increased the part limit. Oh, okay. So, wait, so you can increase the part limit? Because I was going to say, because the thing is, like, when Bethesda, obviously, whenever it comes to the game, they're building it in a way that they're building it in a way that requires the player to, like, you know, like it's basically. Oh, they increased it to 750. That's probably why I haven't hit the limit. I would love to see how far you can go, because I know the thing is, right, look, if you have a really end-game PC, there's like a very high probability. I don't need to put a door there, do I? There's a very high probability that, you know, you could probably run thousands, if not, you know, tens of thousands of parts. Well, maybe not that much. But I'd love to see, like how many parts can you add on, like, let's say the Series S before the game starts becoming a problem? I feel like with most games, like, you know, like Games Company, they're like, all right, we need to optimize it so they run smooth. Okay, it's optimized. Let's not tweak it to see how far we can optimize it. Let's just leave it as is. And there's nothing wrong with that. Oh, they increased it to... Okay. The only part that doesn't require a door, the cockpits, dockers, and landing bay. Is there a mod Xbox lets you get any ship parts, any level? Ooh. I don't know, Elevated. I want to say, I think Darkstar adds it, potentially. It'd be interesting to see, X, if that is the kind of the hard limit. So, back on this. So we're nearly done. I kind of want to put to the bottom now, just put it there. We need like some landing gear because I know it looks kind of goofy. I want to like put some of these big boys. I do like how these look. Looks very cool, but no de-leveling in it. I don't think. Deimos landing gear. Yeah, Deimos wouldn't be a bad one. These small ones. Because the thing is, I can just merge them. What the fuck? Oh, it's because that's a far bigger piece. Okay, interesting. Okay, maybe not that. The sooner we get to, like, swap these around, the better. Like, I want to be able to flip these, please, baby Jesus. By baby Jesus, I mean rooks. We can use these. Landing gear. I want to use like the big ones, but I don't know where like realistically where you could put them. Where like they wouldn't, you know, like where you could put them where like they'd actually be like kind of functioning. Because obviously we could put them here. That doesn't look too bad. But because it's like slightly off-centered, we put it back there, it looks kind of goofy. Wait, what? Thing is, do we hide the engine? Nah, I don't think we do. This all the output? No, you don't. No, you don't. Elevated is asking if there's like a mod that adds it so that it adds all structural parts. The Hope tag underneath. See, the only thing is if I lift it higher off the ground, it gets a bit funky. Actually, hold on. Now let me... I could technically merge pieces in here. Yeah, the wait, mod. Yeah, you'd have to have a mod that unlocks all the stuff with the vendors. I've done a couple. Darkstar adds them, but Darkstar also kind of adds its own stuff. So, like, if you're looking for easier ship, thank you, Mona, you're correct. Very true. Because the thing too with a lot of them mods generally is they don't play well with other mods unless the mod author kind of does like a patch. So like let's say for instance if you're like, why is it I can't have access to my new ship parts? Unless the mod author like who made the ship parts mod. What are these pieces like for? Oh, I could put them up here, I suppose. All right, now we gotta do the weapons. Thank you. So it's coming along nicely. So we gotta have railguns. Railguns are a necessity these days. But weirdly, I don't like the double railguns. See, they're kind of like perfect locations for turrets. But see now, if the thing is, if we were building this purely for, actually, we can build this. You know what? We can build this purely for like cosmetic. See, I'm weirdly, I'm not a huge fan of these ones. I prefer the tier 3 variants. Yeah, I like the single turreted railguns a little bit better, but obviously given what this is. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna merge the turret. We're gonna hide turrets in the front. I kind of now want to double check the parts limit because I actually have a ship that is at the parts limit that we can. Ooh. How does that look? What is that? What is that supposed to be? Interesting. See, I want to like I want a BFG right there. I always like intend on downloading it, Ranger, but I always it's the same with the other one. It's the same with it's the same with the better ship, or like the not the better. It's the same with the not. That's not gonna. No, that's not hidden. We're gonna have to hide them better. It's the same with the place your own doors. Like it's a mod that I've known about for a long time, and I always like make attempts to get it sorted, but and now here's the thing: if you could, I don't know how the fuck you did that, but the fuck did I? Here, and then if we duplicate, that should bring 2 with it. Because we're gonna actually make use of aesthetic turrets. The other ones, again, I'm not a huge fan of how they look. I think in that case they probably would clip. We got our turreted railguns. Now we need Honestly, if someone could just make a mod that made it so that these are flippable... Oh, these actually aren't too bad. If someone could make it so that these weapons are flippable, be very nice. Like, I love these pieces, but the fact that they don't flip... You know, that looks cool. See that? That's so annoying. What the fuck, Bethesda? Why are they not flippable? Yeah, see, normally I would like it depends, I suppose. Sometimes I like to hide them, and then sometimes I like to kind of show them off. What the fuck? How the fuck did I manage that? What the fuck? That's so straight. There we go. Are they on the same snap point though? No, they be higher. Oh no, they are they? Oh, yeah, you're on the snap point. What is this? I'm tempted to leave it there, just the memes. It looks so goofy, but also functional. Some... That's pretty funny though. And then we'll do Gauss guns. We'll hide them. We need to remove these. Oh no, we need to remove these. And then we need to like have like the actual complement of weapons that aren't hidden. Listen, I know you snap. What the fuck? How did I manage that? There we go. Come on, you. What? How did I manage that? Wait, how? So confused. Yeah, that's the snap point. No. Yeah, see, that's the snap point there. Is this not... That's what I was trying to do. Oh, and we... What the... Okay. That's so strange. I like... I don't know how the guns are, like, managing that, but... We'll go with it. There we go. And then we just merge you in there. And then we just merge the other one in there, and we're good. This is the error. Okay, so we're gonna have railgun turrets, boss guns, and the Star Seekers. What is the error? What? Are you fucking serious? Oh, right, we're good. I wonder, is that laser gonna point up? Alright, so now we need, like, the decorative guns. Bad time to shine. And I have to say, I really like these ones. Although... I mean, that's a pretty decent... That's a pretty decent... Like, what is it? That can fire up, kind of. Are you gonna go underneath? Okay. Very good. Even though, like, in my head, I kind of see this as like a kind of like maybe like a light cruiser potentially. We want to give it like all the guns. Got the 4 turret weapons there. I do want to make like an aesthetically cool looking gun. We have anything like big? Those guns have massive blind spots. They do, but they're not real. They're non-functional. Well, what do you mean by massive blind spots? Because they can fire up. I mean, yes, they can't fire at something coming at it. We just do, like, if we get attacked by multiple enemies, we just do what Cortana did in Halo 1 and spin the ship. Also, they did that in The Expanse when one of the PDCs didn't work. See, I have to say, like, I really like that Rook's made these, but what I'd love to see them do, these pieces here, Rooks, if you can make these flippable, oh, because these are perfect as like actual PDCs. Death Blossom, the Last Starfighter. What is the Last Starfighter? Hello, Ryan. Like these look amazing, and I want to be able to flip them because these are like the perfect. Even though PDCs don't exist in Starfield. All right, Bethesda, you're testing my patience here with your goddamn bugs. What the fuck? All right, we've got another one that goes up. I really wish you could flip. Yo, Sadir, you're still here? You make these flippable? Can you just make a mod that just adds decorative ballistics that are flippable? Oh, no. Oh yes, yeah, 100%. Like, cause see, again, from what I gathered, it would be very hard to like actually make them work like Seaways because of how Bethesda does the projectiles. But then saying that, the game has a feature where it can detect incoming missiles. So clearly there is a feature. Right, the thing is, can we so we've got them. Can you make any turret versions of these? No. See, I like using these as my... Alright, you can't tell me these are not, like, turreted. Like, what the hell? We're gonna put these... Oh, lovely. Like, these are here purely for, looks, but... God, I wish we could flip them. We need, like, a big weapon on the front. Like, on the top here. Wait a minute. Crimson's got an idea. Where's that big awkward looking piece? Don't get the fuck in there, you little bastard. Because we could lower it a little bit. Let's remove these for the moment. Under the nose. Oh, that's not actually a bad idea. Actually, let me try that. If we were to merge you there. back very quickly. We need to like hide some of it though, but do not worry. I am on the case. What does this do? Can you get lower? Yeah, that's actually very true. I forgot that was my cockpit low. See, we could just like put it in here. I mean, hold on now. We can I can where is it? We haven't used all the pieces just yet. We need something that sits there in the middle. We can get something that sits there. What do you got? Hope tech structural piece. Looks like a fun. Remove the Damos. Oh yeah, I could actually, that would go lower then. Hope tech structural piece looks like a gun. Oh, I know the one you're talking about, the booster. Thruster. And then we need to, the thing is, we need to kind of oh, I know. We're gonna make this work. Hold on now. So we need the small piece that sits in there on top of it. So that could be the Nova bracer potentially. Or I don't necessarily want it to be too hidden. I have an idea for it. Oh. We're gonna put this back here, and then this piece needs to, so it needs to kind of sit on. Then we just need like a piece on the back. If this snaps the right way, come on. Your power supply. We're gonna take a page out of House Rune's book. We're making a grav drive weapon. Although I don't know, I never figured out if like that was actually a good idea for a weapon. Which grav drive do we use? The one that like nobody really uses is a grav drive. Oh, there we go. Oh, that is 110%. And then structural pieces. I want to see if we can make use of the How would that look? That like... See, I know it's I'm probably going like way overkill, but I'm just trying to see how it looked. Oh, that would be sick, having a version that does fire. Yeah, see, that's slightly overkill, given the look of it. What we can do too is we can make use of the structural one of these. So we need a piece to, I mean, the thing is that the 4-piece probably would work, but it'll probably look a little bit funky. You hide, yeah, I can put a gun inside of it. Give me a second. The thing is I know it looks less sleek, but I like it because I'm trying to not make it like too sleek. Where's that piece? And I can put a gun. I believe. Do I even need this necessarily? Right, so what was our weapons were like? Let's remove the railguns on the bottom. And we'll go with a missile pod. Ooh, I do like the idea of radiators on top. We'll see if we can squeeze a radiator up there. Anxious modules, I'm well aware. Alright, let's go C-class missiles. Which one is the biggest bang for your buck? I mean, that looks kind of like it was meant. The question is getting it to line up. Whoops, no, don't do that. Here. Structural P. Okay, why is that now sinking down? I don't want you to. I want you to. Was that always? Did that always look like that? I feel like it was higher, wasn't it? Hello there. Or did it sit? No, it sat more forward. Where did it sit? Oh, well, that's YouTube. Hello, sorry. It was right. Yeah, no, it was. Why is it not like? I'm gonna have to like rebuild the freaking thing. Because it was like that, wasn't it? Yeah, it looked like that. Why are you not sticking, game? It's realistically, it's probably the missile pod itself. How did I? Oh, not too bad, sorry. I'm trying to get this back to where it was. No, you're not. You're not supposed to be that. Oh, wait a minute. Is that how high? I think that's actually how high it was. Okay, so now I'm like losing the plot. How did I have this set up? It was like that, wasn't? Oh, it was. Hold on now. Why are you not? Why won't you let me place? That was like that. I'm gonna like rebuild it from scratch. Is that's how it was, wasn't it? Yeah, that was how it was. I think. Looks all good. Have a good one, Ranger. The mod. I did notice that Bano, and hopefully the mod author kind of realizes that. I hope that they had seen my video, but to be fair, it hasn't been out for long enough. I need to. I'm gonna have to basically rebuild this from scratch. But hopefully, when the mod author does because it's an awesome mod, and it is definitely one that go right now. Question is getting it back in. It's not too bad, Chari. I can't complain, which is, you know, that's always the. Okay, see now what's I think the issue is it is this piece here. We'll have to merge that in at a later date. And if we and we need a shield generator. Half the power transfer are glitching. Hopefully the mod, because I know that I was told that the mod author is like patching things daily and kind of adding stuff as they go. So hopefully they can hopefully they can kind of get to fixing that as soon as possible. Warden? No, it's not the warden, it's the sexton. Yeah. I honestly am confused as though I haven't hit the part limit. I feel like the I definitely feel like I should have hit the part limit. Alright, so now I need to work on the color scheme. What color scheme should we go with? Black looks a bit like doesn't look too bad. Place doors up it okay. That makes sense. Thank you very much. If we do what secondary color do we do? Like maybe a red. Okay, maybe not like a pink red though. See, this is like where it gets like tricky, is like trying to determine the placing. 3-star brown to mess with the UC demos. It kind of does look a bit like the white, blue, and gray. It kind of does look a bit like if Deimos made like a warship version of the Star Eagle. Cool. Yeah, no, I've been building. Oh, hello, Al. How goes it? You missed it, Sadir. I was like wondering if you could like now that you're like kind of proficient, very proficient with the shipbuilder, you could make a mod that just adds a decorative version of this but flippable, so I can put it sideways and backwards, so I can pretend these are you have a light cruiser, I think a Corvette. Yeah, see, that's what I mean. Like it's definitely like in terms of ships we can build. Like if we just completely take out the idea of the Vigilance and the legendary ships, I could see this kind of being more of a cruiser. But like when you take into account those big ships, yeah, no, Gary is fine. A little bit dealing with the effects of Aurora, but he's living for the most part. Let's do like primary color. We could do like a darker kind of a gray. Oh, it's doing the thing where like the oh dear lord, my fan did not like that. I kind of like the gray and red. This needs to be like its own separate color though. Yeah, the no, well, I mean, the thing is you might know, Sadir, if like you did take these weapons, like say like the ballistic weapon, and you made it so that it was like flippable, would that mess with where the weapon fires from, or would the weapon still fire forward? Because if you could make it so that all of the weapons, like all of the fixed weapons, are flippable but still fire forward, that'd be amazing. Looks like emerging Star Wars and Battlestar. That's what we had to take some slight U-turns to try not to make it too Battlestar Galactica. I really need to primary color. I really wish that there was a way to. What about like a navy blue? I really wish there was like a randomized button. I'd imagine it would still. I mean, if it could fire, that would be an amazing mod if it could fire forward. Just because, like, I these are pretty much my PDCs, even though they don't actually function. Is the blue too dark? The blue's too dark. Let's go through the color scheme real quick, and as I try not to. It would be really nice. Like even just. All right, don't worry. We're gonna do my Warhammer. Not by Warhammer, but I've learned. So in my I've learned about what is it called? There's like a term when you're painting in Warhammer, where like if the model is like say like a green, you apply lighter versions of the green to the top. So there's like a term. It's basically like a lighting. So like if we were to add green, but we made it brighter, how would it look? Hello, tradesman. Welcome back. We're still building. I kind of like the gray. That's it. Thank you. I knew you were going to jump in there, Shadow. The zenithal highlighting. I actually quite like the gray, but the dark green looks pretty nice. We got to separate this whole thing, which is going to be tricky. Enough. Yeah, yep. I will say I make this whole thing gray. There you go. That's some gold in the colors. It is, sorry. Yeah, see, I kind of want to add, let me see. Let's just make these, see what with these, if we do these like purely gray. All right, and middle of these. I will say, I have been painting some wish thing. Oh yes, yes. Like even just having like a having the ability to just randomize would be so nice. Let's see. So we do gray. That doesn't look too bad. Roman brass, maybe. Yeah. Like the one thing I was sorry, what I was gonna say is so I've been like painting some more Warhammers recently. I like was trying to like snatch some of the combat patrols just because like you can save a decent amount of money depending on which ones you get. But I initially used to think Space Marines were like super easy to paint, and they are. But when you like paint something that like say like has like a skin color, like a fabric color, like a leather color, all this, and then it makes it really hard to make like your Space Marines pop because my salamanders are two colors, black and green. Having gloss and matte, it would like I don't know why Bethesda like because like realistically, that's one of the ways Space Engineers basically monetizes their game is they basically have like so you have like a color chart pretty much exactly like Starfield has it, but then Elite Danger or not Elite Danger, sorry, Space Engineers sells like actual packs. So like you get like there's a disco pack that makes it all look disco-y. There's like camouflage, there's digital, there's like loads of different ones. And like it'd be a good avenue for Bethesda themselves to monetize stuff. Because like, you know, like you don't like we wouldn't need them necessarily, you know, but it'd be cool as a kind of a like, oh, here's like a metallic. Because I'm not sure of like how I know X was saying like depending on like the model with like the actual like you know like with weapons and armor it can be a bit tricky. Different ship parts. Yes, that is I agree, Stefano. It is very annoying that it does that. And I kind of wish it wouldn't. Like, I don't know why. Lighting on this is a bit. Let me flip these back a little bit. Okay, well. At this point, everyone would whine that it wasn't. But the thing is people will whine, but honestly, I'm at the point now, I'm like, they need to just shut the fuck up. Like, I have, like, the amount of times I've done, like, the kind of the copy and paste, like, you know, like, oh, this should have been the game at launch. It's like, do you want Star Citizen? Because that's how you get a situation of Star Citizen, where it never comes out of early access. And don't get me wrong, I'm not, like, firing shots at Star Citizen. Like, I think it's a very, very cool game. But I just think that people that say that, they don't understand, like, dev cycles and kind of how dev cycles in general work. AFK tonight, but nice job. I think we need some tactical pieces and less decorative pieces, more technical pieces. Genie vanilla. I do agree. It would be really nice to get some like actual, you know, like some new pieces that do stuff. Because the decoratives are cool, but like that one time I did the review where it like added all the different modules to like it enhanced all the modules. And I thought that it somehow had a whole like an armor system built in, but turns out it didn't. The game itself has like an armor system. Or like a whole system when you don't have shields. Like, I would love an armor system. And, like, these parts are, like, perfect to incorporate an armor system because, like, they're bait. Like, I mean, they are armor. You know, like, it's not like certain pieces, but the oversight mod and build. That's it makes the Star Destroyer very easy. My FPS has gone crazy. Let's let's just highlight these pieces here. And we'll just just change the green a little. There we go. That looks pretty cool. I'm not going to change much more, but I just want to see what that looks like. Let's do VB. All right, so I think we're done. Oh my god, my frame rate is gone to somewhere that's not near me. All right, so we need to call it something. What should we call it? Oh, it definitely will Tradesman. Titan. I do like Titan. Oh, the Titan. Oh, Titan. Well, actually, you know what we'll do? We'll go a little bit further. We'll go the Titan Boa. Because I like that snake in Ark. The color scheme... Uh-oh. The color scheme, like, really makes me think, like, House Faroon. Oh my god, my game. Okay. Also, and for anyone that missed it, I can become Palpatine with this boost pack mod. It plans on updating. If you haven't seen this, it's awesome. There's also an 8. Oh, fuck. Fuck off, Shadow. Don't call me out of my spelling. Now I gotta fix that.
Hey,
Let me fix that real quick.
Sure.
Wait, how did I spell it? Titan. Oh, it's Titanoboa. Oh, well, there's me and Ark saying it, always saying it the wrong way. I just call it Titan Boa. I will say, I always found it funny, like what you know, like when you play games Titan, Boa. Like Giga, like everyone calls it a Giga, you know, but I'm pretty sure it's not like Giga. I think it's like supposed to be a Giganotosaurus and not Giga. All right, the Titan Boa. I don't know if my game is causing problems or if it's just because this ship is using... currently, there are a few tradesmen. I would hold off a couple of days. Hopefully, the mod author can realize the Giga chat. Giggity. All right, so the doors function. Now the question is, can I get to the bridge? Let me just double check everything. But it's kind of also, Shadow, it's kind of like, you know, like how like GIF is supposed to be GIF? It's gone too long. It's like in Destiny Gallarhorn. Like, even if like the pronunciation is supposed to be like the G is supposed to be a Y, nobody's ever gonna call it that. Also, my like settings, what is going on? I have, you know, I have FSR. Gamers are lazy. Pretty true, but true. You got the armory. And we have... It is very big. We also have the, but I just can't get over how cool this looks. Alright, let's take her off into space. A little bit of combat. GIF is peanut butter, not a picture. See, and just keep in mind, so the mod author is, like, obviously the first thing is this is free. So, you know, don't, like, be too hateful. Well, don't be hateful at all. And the mod author is apparently, like, they're working on, like, incorporating it all, like, on the daily. Because there's a lot more pieces that need to get, like, kind of shrunk down. I really do hope, though, that they see the video, because, again, it's like, I don't think people realize that, like, console players are your majority when it comes to mods. Like, you need to get them in on the loop. They want to play too. Not everyone has, like, 4090s and Threadrippers. It's quirky. It wants to be different. Now, will it shoot up? It's the question. No, it won't. Okay, cool. Oh no, it's my. Oh, it's because I know engine power. I don't need. Alright, we need to. This is going to be tricky. How does. So. I kind of want to fire. Does anybody know, like, is there a way to, when you're using, like, and this is probably a very, very odd question because most people don't, but if you're using FreeCam, is there any way to, like, assign keys to do stuff? Well, I'm the same as Miles. Like, I originally, when I, like, first started doing the Starfield content, I played on my Series X, and I recorded on my laptop. And I wanted to basically get a rig that could play Starfield just for the sake of ease of recording. And I got a 4070 Super and a Ryzen 7. Like, it's a pretty decent, like, spec. But my god, this game, like, is... I spent 2 hours standing at Aquila yesterday. No, not yesterday. I think, probably... I think it was, like, Tuesday evening. Trying to get like a solid 6 because I play on a TV, 4K TV, and I was trying to get Aquila to not drop below like 40, and it wouldn't. And I'm like, what's going on here? Like, and I tried everything, and turns out even a 4090 can't do that because Aquila is a shit show. Like, it's very poorly optimized. Hold down the third person, you can spin the camera. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, that looks sick. Oh, it does, but it's the thing too is like because I basically went down a we'll do some comment real quick. I went down a rabbit hole, and like it seems like these days like a lot of games developers they're trying to push they're pushing the kind of the graphics to their limits, and like realistically like if you look at games that came out 10 years ago versus now like they're not that like breathtakingly like different, but like my god the requirements. Like, Todd Howard said the thing about, get a better PC. Like, and realistically, like, I don't know much about the AMD side of things. Go to... Like, I do know that this game was initially, like, the PC version was kind of brought up to, like, with an AMD, graphics card in mind. But, like, you should not have to drop, like, it's obviously on Xbox, they did some... I will say, Tradesman, have you messed with the settings? Because I know they added, like, a load of new settings. They added... Hello, United. All ships fire at will. Burn their mongrel hide. Yeah, Adam. The front one can... Yeah, no, it would, to be fair. The, I have it set at performance in 30. Ooh. See, I would... Normally, I would, like, I would try to push, like, 60. I'm a sucker for, like, 60. I prefer... Well, no, saying that. Initially, I used to be very much, like, 4K all the way. Let me get a good angle, because I want to, like, take a screenshot of it firing. Oh, you just tap, you don't hold. I didn't realize that. I run... yeah, so with my current setup, I will very briefly show you just... So I tried everything, and I have a NVIDIA graphics card. Despite everyone on the internet telling me that DLSS is superior, if I put on DLSS and, like, frame gen set to, like, whatever... The game, like, I'll be lucky if I get, like, solid 60. Whereas with this, everything is on Ultra, and I can bump the render resolution to 100. FSR 3 will get me 80 frames in 4K, which is kind of insane. Like, this game is one of the few games that it seems that FSR works far better than DLSS. DLS. I don't know how many S's there are, but... Anyway, tech talk aside, I know the Xbox players like, what is that? Oh, they're saying that. You never know, because I know the PlayStation stuff has been very PlayStation-y. Like, a lot of people have been kind of talking crap about the PlayStation Pro. But they seem to have a version of like, what is it called? I think it's called upscaling. It's called PlayStation. It's like PSS. I don't know what it's called. But I could definitely get behind Xbox, like, bringing out a kind of a higher-end console. Like, I think realistically, I wouldn't like to see a price similar to the PS Pro, because currently it's having problems even. Why is that late? Oh, it does shoot up! Alright, I did not know. Why does it do that? Alright, Sadir, never mind. Don't try and do that thing with the guns. Apparently they can only fire forward. A little rave. Well, see, supposedly, actually, funny you say that. Supposedly Xbox have said that they're in the works. They're planning on making they're making a handheld, which, like, to be honest, because I was talking to me and Flippy and TJ, a couple of friends were talking about this, and, like, realistically, I think it doesn't matter how good graphically it would be. I think ideally what they should do is they should have, like, and I don't know how plausible it would be, but instead of making something that could rival the Steam Deck, having, like, a handheld that has, like, some sort of, like, a Wi-Fi chip that allows it to run Game Pass, like, streaming, very low latency. Because I know Game Pass streaming isn't too bad depending on where you're from. And again, I don't even know if it's possible to, like, have, like, because I don't know if they go for a cheap one that does. Yeah, because the Portal does seem like a good idea, although very weird that it comes from PlayStation. Because I'm pretty sure PlayStation doesn't have, like, xCloud. I don't know if it's called Xbox. I don't know if Xbox call it xCloud anymore. After the Windows-based handhelds already. To be fair, you're not wrong, Sadir. Like, they did that with the Vita as well. See, because what is it? Starfield. The thing is, a co-op Starfield would be amazing, but they'll never do it because of, even though 76 nowadays, you know, like, it's pretty much, you know, everyone agrees it's a GG, it's a good game. They'd never do it again, and it's sad because I wouldn't be opposed to, like, you know, like Bethesda taking, like, I don't know, like 1/10 of their dev team to, like, try and make a kind of a co-op mod for Starfield. Require you to play. Yeah, see, that's the big thing that, like, kind of makes me, like, makes it feel weird about the whole, like, kind of the Portal, is that you need a PlayStation already, whereas Xbox, that they already have it. Like, it surprised me, like, the amount of people that play Starfield through Game Pass, like, streaming. Like, because I used to use the I don't know if it was called Game Pass. I don't know if it was called Game Pass Original, because xCloud is different. Because I know there's a version of, like, Xbox have where you can stream your Xbox to your phone, so you can play whatever. And then there's another version where you're basically streaming directly. Like, to a server-based Xbox in Washington or wherever their servers are. Because I will say, back when my internet wasn't the best, and even when it's now, it's like, I mean, I've got fiber, but instead of wasting several hours downloading Flight Sim, I will just play it on xCloud, and it works surprisingly well. Yeah, like, because stream gaming, like, and it's funny because I'm pretty sure that's pretty much what Google's thing was. I'm trying to remember what it was called. What is it Google that did the xCloud regionally? Yeah, see, that's what I mean. As long as it's, like, spread, then you shouldn't have too much. Stadia, thank you, Shari. They're pretty much doing a Stadia, which is weird because, like, Google failed, but then I suppose realistically Xbox or PlayStation would always do a better job, you know, because they've been in the gaming for, like, what, over 30 years now, probably more. I seen something that said that PlayStation 1 came out, like, in 95. That's not right. That couldn't be true, right? I mean, we have a Star Station. Go check it out.
You're messing with the fleet, pal.
At the library. Yeah, exactly. They have the library already. Because I know there's like another, with all this stuff recently with like, you know, like how Steam was like kind of like, oh, you don't really own your games. I think was it GOG is like trying to do like a program where basically like you can kind of get access to older games that you own. Like, that's insane. I didn't realize that. 90? That's fucking older than me. What the fuck? Because I remember when the Xbox... Because the Xbox... Was the Xbox original more powerful than the PlayStation? Or was the PlayStation more powerful? I always thought the Xbox more powerful because it had built-in memory card. Or storage. That's one thing I used to hate about the PlayStation, was that you needed a memory card. So I got like and again, I'm not like an old school gamer. Was that like how it was with like the NES and stuff? Like, did you need like a memory card, or like was the stuff saved on like devices? Now it's dark. This is an awesome mod, by the way. I have done a review of it. I'm excited to see where the mod author goes with it, because it's very cool. We're playing Frogger. Look how beautiful this thing. Oh, damn it, of course we get this one. Most games that came out on PlayStation 2 had ports. Yeah, see, it's quite funny, because I remember, again, like, I'm not gonna, we're not trying to get into the console wars, because I'm one of those people. In my earlier years, I would have been a little toxic fanboy. I'm still a fanboy, but not toxic. But I remember PlayStation, was it when the 360 came out? I'm pretty sure the 360 trumped the 3. Because the 360 had double. I just remember that a lot of ports, like Fallout, for instance, was atrocious on, Fallout 3 was atrocious on PlayStation. Like, apparently Bethesda didn't even, like, they didn't even build it themselves. They hired an independent team to basically make it, to port it. Which is weird. Like, nowadays, I think the consoles are pretty much on par, though. Which I think is how it should be. Only the toxic, oh god. Like the, I don't think it was a hardware better, it was just priced aggressively as hell. It was, I mean, I always loved the little anecdote about, where when Bethesda were making Oblivion, they like made it, and they like it required like say so many megabytes of RAM, and Xbox was like, we only have half that, and they're like, fuck. And then Xbox was like, don't worry, we'll make it work, and they doubled the RAM of the Xbox 360 that could run Oblivion. We have another Star Stations one over there, cool. I will say though, like, obviously, like, now that I've kind of dipped into the kind of PC gaming, as a console gamer who was always like, I've always been like, you know, I always got the new Xbox on release because, and obviously not everyone can, because like to some, you know, gaming can be quite expensive depending where you live. But I've always been one who like hoped that at some point Microsoft would kind of have an Xbox that kind of rivals like kind of like mid-range PCs, because like I know if you watch like some of the big tech channels, like you can make like say like an Xbox Series X like killer for like around the same price, maybe. You use like, I know Linus has done some videos on it, but like there is a part of me that would have liked to see Xbox or even PlayStation like do a console and it'd be like $1,000. And I know that's very expensive for a console, but it would be, the idea was like, you know, like how like Microsoft currently have the Series S and the X. Like it'd be cool if this was also part of the ecosystem, so you wouldn't need it. Like all games would run fine on the S or the X, but this would kind of have like internals that would rival like say like a 4070 or like an AMD equivalent card. Like something that could run games at like a higher, like with ray tracing, for instance. But I think like, I don't think Xbox want to do that. It's interesting that Sony kind of do. Same plates again? Honestly, I'm surprised United they've never really done that, because like Microsoft have been like, they have literally said from the the get-go, they want Game Pass to be on everything. And I could definitely see them kind of like making an agreement, maybe with Steam. That's the point of it. Honestly, not sure if it's the right direction for us to go, considering the market. Well, that is true. Like, they do have the PC market. But I think the thing I always like to kind of harken back to the fact is that PC gaming, you have to know your stuff, you know? Like, I can plug my Xbox in and play. I don't need to fiddle with... Because that's the other thing, too, is, like, fiddling with the settings. Like, I really like... When a game comes out on the Series X or whatever, it's like, all right, do you want performance or do you want quality? So basically, do you want higher resolution or higher FPS? And I love the simplicity of it. And I know games nowadays, they've kind of like done more. That, like, I know that I haven't fiddled around with the new options on the Series X now for Starfield and stuff. I agree, Shori. I do. I like the simplicity. By the Steam Deck, on the other hand, so disruptive it brings. And I will say, it is very good of Steam to basically come out and say, look, we're not going to chase, like, we're not going to constantly bring out new versions like the Switch. Nintendo is one of those companies where, like, if there was a company I would kind of detest slightly, is Nintendo. Those guys are apparently not very nice when it comes to, like, protecting their IP and stuff. But again, I'm not here to hate on anyone. My girlfriend is a massive play. Oh, I know, and that's the thing. Like, Game Pass is like it's depending on where you get it, it is cheap as chips. And I will say, Xbox were kind of clever in that regard too. Like, I remember when I've always been a big fan of, like, the idea of PS or VR. I think VR is really cool. But until I see, like, Xbox implementing a VR, I don't think VR will be, because obviously PlayStation have done it. And I was shocked. Because I was like looking at, like, potentially getting a VR and, like, in the future, just for kind of, not a high-end one, because my god, the price of them. But, like, it's cheaper to buy, like, the new Quest than it is to buy the PS. Like, the PSVR on its own is, I think, about the same price as the Quest. That's not including the console. Like, it's kind of insane. But then I suppose that is the industry. Where is it? We have... There's Star Station. I do the... Hopefully Microsoft won't... They're not listening. I do like the kind of the thing with, like, Game Pass where I buy, like, gold. And then I upgrade so I'll buy, like, 3 years of gold for, like, a quarter of the price. And then just spend the, like, €12 to basically upgrade it. And I think they've kind of clocked on it a little bit. It doesn't do 1-for-1 anymore, but it still kind of does. Kind of. When you look at closer Game Pass to Steam. Oh, they are, like, because that's the thing too, is, like, people don't realize, like I remember when Microsoft were doing the do VR simulators, a rabbit hole. Oh, it is. And, like, I'd love to like try and like if maybe some point in the future they're like a VR mod for Starfield, because I know Star Citizen has it and Elite Dangerous and it's, like, really cool, but I feel like I don't want to try and play those games with VR. Be too much going on. But I remember going back to the whole thing about Game Pass. Remember when Microsoft were trying to why is it giving me the same fucking place? When Microsoft were, like, selling to Activision or buying Activision, they had to, like, show all their info and stuff. And I remember they had to basically kind of get, like, info from various companies. And one of the companies was Bohemia, who do DayZ. And they basically said that they were blown away by how much DayZ's player base jumped just from Game Pass. Like, they had, I want to say, like, they had something like 5,000. It was like every minute there was, like, 5,000, like, I don't know how it was worded, but basically a lot of people were playing. And, like, that's the cool thing about Game Pass. Now, I don't know the ins and outs, because I know with Game Pass, usually I think I don't actually know how it is. I'm assuming the Xbox will kind of make a deal with you where it did 100. Yeah, I wouldn't put it past it. Like, that's what got me into it. Like, and that's That's the dangerous thing about fucking Game Pass, is you'll end up buying expansions or games on Game Pass, and then they go from Game Pass. Like I played what was that game I played? Age of Planetfall, Age of Wonder, Planetfall. Loved it, awesome. Was on Game Pass, bought the expansion, bought the season pass for it, played the hell out of it, and then it went left, and I was like, God damn it, and I ended up buying it at some point. And now more. Oh yeah, no, 100%. Like Starfield alone had like there was an insane jump of like players just from Game Pass. And it's just like, it's like, why wouldn't you, you know? Like, it's like, what's the issue? Like you know, like at most you're going to be paying like €12 for like a month of access. And that's if you're paying the most. You can get deals out the wazoo. It's literally taken me an hour to get everything set up. I would suggest get a Quest headset and a 360 controller or whatever. See, I did notice that. I got all the... Yeah, no, the... Wait, you got the Destiny from Game Pass? So you play Destiny on Game Pass and you just... Because there is, to be fair, there is... they do bundles. Like, they do, like, discounts. See, that was something I did notice, Miles, when because I used to play a lot of Elite Dangerous. I really enjoyed Elite Dangerous. And I got the Holtis because I thought it was cool. Until I found out that, like, all of the sweats in Elite Dangerous use a controller, which is kind of insane. Because, like, apparently flying games on mouse and keyboard is not the vibe. Oh, yeah, no, yeah, 100%. Stop, as soon as you stop paying your Game Pass, it's bye-bye. Are you prepared to face judgment? I don't know if anybody else is noticing it. I'm getting like, it looks like a slight... Actually, let me see if I can pull up... I think I can pull up my FPS thingy without you guys being intrusive. I don't know if it's the... I don't think it would be the ship mod. But I will say, anybody that does it as this kind of mod kind of, you know, gets more thingy. If anybody does have any issues, make sure to join the Discord and let me know. Because I like to keep people informed, and I like to also be informed myself. Well, I'm the same, to be honest. Like, I accidentally, I used to, like, have a little private server with a couple of friends. Accidentally went to public server one day, and within, like, 20 seconds, I was getting interdicted by a beluga. And the dude just rammed me and shotgunned the shit out of me. There's only one Crimson Fleet, and it's me. Did I kill him? Do we have anything here? Depending on how they were scaled, the game might still... Yeah, because it does seem like I'm getting a little bit of FPS drop. It's not extremely noticeable. See, I'm wondering if the mod author like completely removed, because actually you'll notice it here. Like with the snap points and stuff, like can you like disable snap points versus like completely remove them, or can you just like, is it just one or the other? So I wonder if the snap points are still there and they're just like kind of turned off. Powerful hostile signature. Oh, I don't actually, speaking of, I don't have my fleet with me. I didn't put one of the things on this ship. I think you have to remove them. Ah, okay. This cockpit looks so cool. Fire the main cannon. One of the nice things about these cockpits, though, is I feel a lot safer. Who the fuck are you? Oh my god, why are you hurting me? We gotta stay behind him. Go to the engines. Disable the engines. Kill him straight out. Alright. Would love to see your take on a class. Oh, believe me, Smiles. Every stream I'm always building. But actually, I will call it for tonight because it's really the time. Thank you guys for joining me. Tomorrow we'll do some more kind of like, we'll do some shipbuilding, obviously. But we'll also do some more kind of run around. I do want to mess around more with this jetpack. But I will catch you guys tomorrow. Have a good night, guys. And, bye-bye.